felt like a big win, especially at a place where it's been difficult for you to come the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, the recent history was in our favour, and we wanted to change that, like we did against Newcastle and West Ham at home. And that's another step, you know, having that mindset and that ability to win this kind of matches against a really good opposition, a really difficult place to come, and especially the first 10-15 minutes, it took us a while to get into the game with some very unusual giveaways that has caused some transitions, and after that we started to dominate the game throughout the rest of the game much better. But we thought it's about knocking on the door against this team. They are really well organized, especially with the contest of the result is a draw. Even though they start winning, complicates the situation a lot, and the more it dragged on, I think we were better and better and managed to win the game and another clean sheet.
Tom, Football London.
Hi Mikel, that's the second consecutive Premier League game where you've not conceded a shot on target. It's the first time that's happened since November 2003 for Arsenal. When you're leading a game 1-0 right at the end at a place like this, I guess you sit there comfortably now then.
Not comfortably, because as well it feels in this pitch like it's smaller and they are straight away on you in the box. By the big chances we didn't generate, they didn't generate any big chances. It was more the feeling sometimes, especially in the first half with the giveaways, and because they have a lot of players with a lot of quality in the final third, and Jimenez in the box with a real threat, and 1-0, you know, there is not enough.
Charlie from the Sun.
How important is it for you to sort of grind out these wins? You know, probably you could argue your third win away from home where you may not play to your best, but that must really please you that you're just sort of really grinding out.
Yeah, you have to play the best in relation to the opponent and the place that you have to play. That's what we have to play. The best against Atletico Madrid is going to be different to the best of today, and make sure that we are able to take the game into those areas that is going to favour our possibility to win the game, and we continue to try to improve.
James, CBS.
Hi Mikel, maybe a challenging match for Ebereche. Could you reflect on how difficult it is for someone coming into this club to learn kind of playing in those spaces as a number 10 against this sort of mid-block, which is something he's not really going to run into a lot at Palace?
No, because he's more used to probably attacking open spaces and breaks and facing and carrying the ball with the space in front of him, but he's so good and comfortable doing that. I think he had his moments today. He put Victor, I think, one or twice through in really good spaces, and maybe if that would finish in a goal, looked a little bit different, but I'm very happy with what he's doing, and we can use him in different positions, and today we use him on that one, and we carry on trying to improve.
Simon Standard.
Mikel, when you came here years ago, I think there was a perception about Arsenal that they could be soft at times. But do you think under you they've now built this ability to win ugly?
I don't like looking back, but if you ask me how I would describe the team, the players, is tough and very, very willing.
James Sky.
This is another set-piece goal, Mikel. How pleasing is that for you, and how important is that weapon when it comes to winning ugly games where you're struggling to break the team down?
Great, because it's obviously we generate so many set pieces, so you have to start from there. So when you generate so many, we have to understand, and against these low blocks when they don't really want to jump and commit that many players there, we have another opportunity to put the players that we want in the position that we want with the role that we want, and we need to exploit that. We could have exploited that today in different ways. At the end, it was a set piece, so more than welcome.
Amy, Athletic.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
At the beginning, Gabriel looked like he'd had a really long journey and maybe wasn't quite sure where he was at. A couple of questions relating to that. What's the programme like for someone like that when they're coming back and coming into a game so quickly? And also, how much does it impress you that a player who's maybe struggling to refine that rhythm then has the character to come on these?
That's exactly the part that I loved about it, because when everything goes well in the first few minutes for a player and he gets confident and things are flowing for you, it's easy to continue. But Gabi had two difficult moments, probably not at his standards, but the way he reacted to that and the sense of security that he transmits, that's maturity and that's the mindset that we need in the team. So that's a really good example to use and that I will use for sure.
Can I just ask you about Atletico coming up quickly on
Yep.
Tuesday? Are you a little bit concerned about how much football everyone's had and there's another big game coming up? Can you rest? Can you rotate?
Yes, we know the schedule. You could see some of the players, not only us, their players as well, and there have been some injuries as well. Their load is what it is. That's why we need it. And the games now and the context demand you a bigger squad. And I think all the top teams, we are in the same boat. We're going to have to manage that really well to look after them and especially to get the best out of them.
Okay, we'll just take two more. Phil, PA.
Right.
Hi Mikel. It looks
Yeah.
as though you'd have another chance to score from the spot, but it got overturned. The penalty got overturned.
Yeah.
Just your view on that. And obviously, it's now the game without a goal for Victor, although he had 2 shots on target. So just to get your view on that too.
Yeah, regarding the penalty, I was getting a bit animated because obviously if it's clear and obvious or not, that's why VAR has to intervene, and it was taking so long, and then Anthony as well, it was taking so long. Then he explained the reason why it took so long in the scrim. It was nothing to do with the process, it was the scrim that wasn't working. So that's fine. I think what I heard is that probably wasn't a penalty, so probably they made the right decision, and I was just animated because of the process, that's it.
And then finally we'll go to Nick at the back from the haters.
I'm Mikel. Just on the goal, Leandro Trossard again, he has a habit of scoring some good goals. What do you got to say about him?
That he has this quality to create these magic moments when the team needs it the most, and that intuition, and he's in the right place in the right moment, and that's a huge quality for the team and a massive weapon for us. So really happy. I think he's been very, very good in recent weeks, and now we have a lot of players in a really high emotional state and performance level, which is really good to see.
Thanks everyone.
Yeah, thank you.